Hey guys, it's Leah, and so I am back. And so I decided to make another video for y'all. And you guys are probably like, oh, what are you recording with if your camera situation is bad? Okay, so if y'all haven't seen my last video, you guys know that I love spinning in this chair for some reason. But if you guys saw my last video, you know that I broke my camera, and so I had an update on why I haven't been recording as much. But if you want to find out what's happening with all that situation, you can go check me out on my Snapchat, Steph5677. Don't know why I have that as my name, but you know, life's life. But yeah, so if you want to go check out updates and stuff on that, you can go check out that. But for this video, I decided to do I wrote it on a note card because I wanted to be real fancy for this. Some middle school advice, because so many people screw up in middle school, but you know, it's a good thing though. Mistakes happen. It is great to make mistakes because that's how you learn. And so I decided to make this video for those people who go to middle school or are going to middle school, who are already at middle school, or you know, just anybody, or people that go to my middle school, because some of the people there are rude. Oh, I'm gonna tell you. No, but yeah. So let's just get started. Number one, look decent. And I'm not saying this to be rude or anything, I'm just saying please just try to look like you do care, unlike me, because I don't. But it's good to look decent so people don't get an image of you as if you don't care or that you're just don't put yourself together well. 2, make friends. I know it's hard for some people, but it really is. You just really need to get out there sometimes, because if you don't make friends, middle school will be even harder without them. So try to make as many friends as you can and just be really social. And you know, even if you are introverted, just try to go out your comfort zone, because let me tell you, in the long run, when you have thousands of friends, or not thousands, but a lot of friends, when you have so many friends in the end, it makes life so much easier. And you might end up with some of those friends in high school or even college. Okay, so memorize your locker, your combination, and how to open it. I cannot tell you guys how many 6th graders I've helped and seen struggle to open their lockers. It has been so difficult for some of them. What I did when I was younger, before I got to middle school, even in the 5th grade, what I would do is I'd look up videos on how to unlock a locker and all that stuff, and how to put in your combination. But for those of you who don't know, it goes right, left, right. Yeah, so what you do is you go to your number from right, you hit that number once, then you go to left, you skip your next number once unless you already passed the 0. But yeah, but you're gonna make sure you pass the 0, then go to your next number, and then go back right again, and don't pass the 0 the next time unless you have to, but just go to that number. And that's how to open it. But yeah, but make sure you memorize that, and also your how to open it, well, which is pretty easy, but make sure you also memorize your schedule, because if you don't remember your classes, it will be hard for you. And you know, like the first week or 2 is okay, but you gotta be able to kind of try to learn your stuff, because if you don't, it's gonna be hard. 4, don't be intimidated by other grades. Just because someone you know may be in the 7th or 8th grade, don't be intimidated by them. Really, we don't have any intention to hurt, well, at least some people don't have intentions to hurt you. Like back in the 6th grade, I was so scared that the other grades would try to bully us and stuff, but they didn't, which was amazing. But I'm in the 8th grade now, and I love the 6th graders. I helped chaperone them once, and they were amazing, and I love them so much. So yeah, so don't worry about other grades trying to intimidate you. Yes. For 8th graders, this is kind of going back to the last one, but for 8th graders, do not mess with the 6th graders, and for 6th graders, don't mess with the 8th or 6th, or not the 8th or 6th, the 7th or 8th. Just try to make peace with one another. That's it, because fights in school are horrible and they're not good. They're interesting, but they're not good. 6, avoid drama. Just avoid it. You don't need to be a part of drama. Drama is not gonna help you. It will bite you in the butt in the end, so just try to avoid it at all costs. 7. So not everybody has to do this, but I would personally try to avoid getting into like relationships, or at least until you're in the 8th grade. And why I'd say this is because when you get in relationships, what happens a lot of the time is you stop focusing on school. You know, this is everything your parents say, but it is true. It really does happen. I know, but this doesn't happen for everybody. If you find yourself in a relationship and you keep failing at your grades, you can still stay in that relationship, but focus on your grades first. Because I know a couple who's been dating since 6th, 7th, and so now we're in 8th, and they've been doing just fine. So I think that's great that they're okay. But for you guys, if you are in the 8th grade, I think you're okay-ish today. But if you're in 6th or 7th, don't focus too much on dating and focus more on trying to get good grades and just make sure you pass, because it's important. Shoot, in the 8th grade, you should make sure you try to do your best and pass, because if you don't pass, you're not going to high school, which is something I need to focus on. Number 8, puberty. We all go through it. But if you are going through something in puberty, don't let it get to you. It's okay. Puberty happens. It happens to everyone. Don't feel embarrassed by it. It happens. I put it 8.2 for some reason. But don't procrastinate. But that's the true thing. Do not procrastinate on like homework and projects. Don't do it, because it is gonna hurt in the end. I've done it. I did that so much in 5th grade. Like, I would be like, oh, I don't want to do it, and at 12 o'clock at night I'd be doing my homework. I'd still make good grades, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't good for me, because I'd be sleeping at not decent times. So try to not procrastinate. 9, locker rooms. Locker rooms can get so embarrassing in the 6th grade, but if you are in a locker room, don't feel intimidated. It's okay. You will survive, and not many of the other people like stare at you getting dressed, but you know, try not to hog up the bathrooms, because you know, other people really do need to use that. So you know, you just get used to it. It's gonna be okay. Plus, usually if you make a friend, you can just talk to them the whole time. That's what I would do, or that's what I did back when I was taking gym, but now I'm not taking gym. So, but yeah. 10, go to orientation and review your schedule. Make sure you go to orientation for you 6th graders, or like go to like a 7th or 8th grade readiness, something like that. But make sure you go to orientation for you 6th graders, because orientation is so helpful. It helped me when I went to middle school, because the people there are so nice and they really help you out. I can't believe I just said the people there were nice. But the people there are really good, and they really help you around the school, any questions you have. And you know, like the 8th graders are what helped the people. I did that, and it was amazing. And I feel like a lot of the 6th graders, Haley and I helped because we were both chaperones. I feel like they kind of got an understanding of the school, which makes me so happy. So make sure you go to orientation so you can understand your whole school. Number 12, always be yourself. I mean, that's always the thing. Don't try to change yourself for other people. Make sure you be yourself at all times. It's okay to change everything that you may think, oh, maybe I'm a little too hyper, and calm down a little bit, but just don't change who you are. Number 13, going back to the relationships, like I said, focus on your grades. Please focus on your grades. 14, keep hope and happiness, or faith. Just try not to get all angry or sad or upset about school. Just stay in a peaceful way that will make you and others happy. 15, you don't need popularity. You don't have to be popular in school. That's what I thought when I was younger. Oh, I'm gonna be so popular by middle school. I'm not necessarily popular. People like me for some reason, but you know, you don't need to be popular. Plus, shoot, at my school, people think they're popular. You're not popular. But I know that's so mean, but you don't need to be popular. Just be you. 16, don't be stressed or scared. You will be okay. You will live. You will be fine. So don't get stressed out about anything. Number 17, don't let anyone dictate you. Do not let anyone dictate you or dictate what you do, because if you let that happen, usually those are the kids who always grow up to smoke drugs or do cigarettes, or not smoke drugs, snort drugs or smoke cigarettes. Those are usually the people that grow up to be like that. So don't let nobody dictate you. That's not even grammar. I suck. 18, I love to wear makeup at school, but you don't have to wear makeup. You don't need to wear makeup. Everybody's beautiful in their own way, so don't feel pressured into wearing makeup. 19, be prepared. You need to be prepared. Make sure you have all your supplies and all that stuff, and just be prepared for anything to happen, because so many unexpected things can happen at school. And I'm not just talking about stuff like your teacher gives you a failing grade, but like actual events like tornado drills or something like that. And you know, like most of the bad things that can happen at your school, like shootings or drills or something, those stuff have actually happened at my school. So you know, be prepared, because stuff like that can happen, and you just need to be ready and listen when you need to. 20, make sure to love yourself, because if you can't love yourself, how do you expect someone else to love you? I mean, you know, but make sure you love yourself, so you make sure that you know you have confidence within yourself, because if you know you have confidence within yourself, everybody else can. 21, try to adjust and adapt to the environment you're in, which would be school now, but just try to get used to it. Eventually, you will kind of pick up the pace and be like, okay, I got it. 22, learn to accept others for their differences and who they are. They may not be the same as you, but you still need to learn how to accept everybody else for the differences they have compared to you. 23, don't envy others. You don't need to be anybody else but yourself. Nobody's perfect, and you don't need to be perfect. Just be who you are and don't try to envy others, because something that they might have and you don't have, maybe that's for a good reason. Number 24, try to make a good impression, because usually what most teachers do is they treat you in a way, they treat you of the impression you make. If you make a bad impression, they're probably not going to treat you the best. If you make a good impression, they'll probably treat you good. So just try to make a good impression. And same for all your classmates and friends. Just try to make a good impression for everyone so that everybody can get a better understanding of who you are. 25, take pride in your interests. Be who you are and take so much pride into that, because you need to love yourself. Just take pride in what you do. And number 26, the last one, I think. Yes. Enjoy it. I've met so many people who have told me, even though you hate school, enjoy it, because it lasts a lifetime. And, well, not school, but the memories. And it's true. School, even though I don't like school, school has had some of the best memories in my lifetime. And I will never forget those. As a 6th grader, I thought I'd hate school, but it turns out I really didn't. I just don't like it, but I don't hate it. And so now that I'm in 8th grade, all these past 2 years and now upcoming this 3rd, well, not upcoming because it's only the 3rd week of school, but now that I'm an 8th grader, these 6th and 7th and those years have gone by so fast. Like I can remember everything from the back of my head, even going to my first day in that school. And it makes me so proud of myself and proud of everybody around me that we've been able to accomplish so much, and to just never doubt ourselves for that, and to love ourselves no matter what. So yeah, so just enjoy every moment, because you're never gonna get it back, so enjoy it. And just make sure to love everybody around you. Yeah, so that's it for this video, y'all. I love you guys so much. I really hope you guys like this video. Like I said, go check me out on Snapchat if you want to see some of the updates for my camera situation. But I'm getting it back. I got y'all. But yeah, I really hope you guys like this video. I love you guys so much, and see you in the next. Bye.